Personal development. So we talk a lot about goal setting, and your goals should be scary. Sure, business stuff, set lofty goals, work hard, try, right? But it's fun to set goals when it's like, I want to experience something.
Right.
Like you and I love going for good swims. We love a good sunset.
Yep.
We like riding boats.
Yep.
Why do we
looking at great buildings and architecture and
why do we do these things? You and I call it bucket listing, right?
Well, I think it's the reward. If you're going into this partnership with this person and you're working really harder than you've probably ever worked in your life. I don't care if you've shoveled poop for a living before. Having a business together is a lot of hard work. And so what's the point? Well, there has to be a payoff. For us, those payoffs are building these bucket lists and then achieving the things on the bucket list. And one of the best ones that we love, both of us love as equally, I think, is swims. Like we love to take a good swim.
Okay, we're going to break down a list of swims that we've done. Just bragging and
it's just
pure
shameless
fun.
bragging. Here we go.
But here's the model of what it is. We set a goal, right?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Singapore. And a big part of that was I wanted to swim in that pool. We'll talk about it in a minute. But setting a goal and then achieving that goal.
Feeling the reward once it has been achieved is...
It's awesome.
It's so, yeah.
But then that perpetuates, and then you want to set bigger goals.
And then you do it again,
harder.
and then you go through the cycle and you work really hard so you can hit the next one. And it's a reward system that really, really works for us.
Okay, and then the other thing I just want to throw out there is that you don't do these things for social media. You do these things for you.
Correct.
Okay,
we do take pictures because did it even happen if you didn't? But we do the experiences for us.
Yep.
It's not to brag, although we're about to.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of, let's go through the list. All right.
First one, Red Sea, Saudi Arabia.
It's the Red Sea?
Yeah, I'm going to jump. Ready?
Woohoo! How's that feel?
Salty.
I love this swim because you did it because we were having a terrible, terrible time.
I don't know if you've ever been to Saudi Arabia.
It's not a lot of fun.
Saudi Arabia was not on my bucket list.
Yeah.
But once I was there, I was like, oh, there's the Red Sea, and I'm going to swim in it.
You have a goal to swim in as many seas as you can.
Yes.
Well, Red Sea was awesome, and you had zero hesitation. What your comment? Salty.
So salty. Yeah.
Very salty.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Okay. Sorrento, Italy.
My
coast of Italy.
Goodness gracious.
Crystal clear waters.
Perfect temperature.
Yeah.
The backdrop of the Amalfi Coast. Sorrento is an amazing place.
Yeah.
But swimming in that, and they just take care of you, and there's the lawn chairs. It's super.
Swimming in Sorrento, in my opinion, was better than swimming in Maui, which is the next one. We were in Maui. Amazing, epic swim for two reasons. One, two really, really awesome things happened that day. One, we got engaged.
We got engaged. So that's a pretty
big, but then also I saw a turtle. And I saw a turtle on the same day I got engaged. It was like the best day of my life.
Yeah.
So,
and it was a great swim.
But the waters are really choppy in Maui. And if you're snorkeling, it's hard to stay on the surface. And anyway.
Not the case in Sorrento.
Sorrento,
calm,
crystal clear,
yeah.
Super calm. Yeah.
Next,
Iceland, Blue Lagoon.
Unbelievable. That's a completely different experience.
Mineral waters keep this water milky blue. It's whatever's coming up out of the ground turns the water kind of a milky blue color. It's
very, very cool experience. And it didn't hurt that they brought us a glass of wine in the middle of that swim.
That was all right. If people would do that every time I swam, I would never get out of the water. Next one, Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. That's the one you were talking about.
What was cool about this one is the bucket list of seeing a building I've wanted to see and swimming in a swimming pool that's in that very building.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the Singapore episode, just go watch. Singapore is an amazing place. This swim.
Yeah, outstanding. Or a Skypool Dubai.
It felt like going into a club, not going to a swimming pool. Mm-hmm. Long lines, bouncers. They take you to your seat. You have to have a reservation. Everything's uber VIP. Mm-hmm. But so cool. The views.
Yeah.
Oh, the views.
Yeah, they're booked in like 4-hour blocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Go at night. That's our recommendation.
Yeah. You won't have a bad seat. Every seat is good. Next we've got the Hong Island off of Krabi.
This was your fishy.
Yeah, Thailand.
You did your little finger thing.
People were getting snorkel gear, and I have a problem using other people's snorkel gear. It's just your mouth, and so I was like, I'm not going to use the snorkel gear. I did not need it. You could see the fish straight through to the bottom of the ocean, and you make these little vibration noises, and they come up and check you out. It's really, really cool. I stood there for way too long getting sunburned.
So serene, so peaceful.
Yeah. It was so fun. Puerto Villarta.
Sunsets. Puerto Villarta, world famous sunsets. But the Marriott pool is awesome.
Yeah, infinity pool. Largest infinity pool in South America or
in
Mexico, yeah.
Also, the swim up bar is great. And then it's just in this, it's set right on the water.
Yeah, and they will bring you drinks, and it's amazing. Some places don't. They discourage drinking in the pool. This place encourages drinking in the pool. Maho Beach, St. Martin.
Yeah.
Airplane Beach, right?
Airplane Beach. Not the best swim we've ever had, but cool. Like
very cool.
With the plane going over. And then honorable mention would be St. Thomas.
Yes.
Any of those islands
the waters are super clear. Yeah. It's hard to go wrong swimming in the Caribbean. Phulay Bay, Ritz Carlton.
All right, that's a good swim. This is a very good swim, right? It's unbelievable. Where are you?
I'm in Krabi, Thailand.
I don't even know what to say. It was the most.
My whole body changes when I think about that. So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And I love when blue sky meets blue water in an infinity pool up against the ocean. And look at you. You just you love it.
It doesn't get better than that. Portugal, Monterey. Turns out that you could have a whole villa with your own private pool, which is pretty amazing. We swam in the ocean on accident because I fell in off the kayak. But then we swam at the pool, and it was very serene. Lainey loves, that's her thing. If she's going on vacation, there needs to be a pool that she can lounge by, and I don't think she left the pool very often. Next one, Mandarin Oriental, Kuala Lumpur.
So this KL, we have a trip episode that you should watch on our trip to Kuala Lumpur. But you had such an interesting experience in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch this footage. These girls,
they were playing like 5-year-olds. These are nearly what I assume is full-grown women. Playing hide and seek. They were like Marco Polo. They were racing. They were diving. They were throwing toys for each other to fetch. It was really, really fun to watch. They were having the best time. And then one of them lost their headdress, and the panic that she displayed when this thing came off made me so sad for her, because she was genuinely afraid of,
that her head
I don't know,
had become
consequences.
uncovered.
I don't know what happens to you if your headdress comes off, but it came off, and she could not get it on fast enough. And it was such an eye-opener of the freedoms that I take for granted all the time. And these women were having such a good time in an environment I'm sure they rarely get to. And it was such a joy to watch, and also really an eye-opener to see a culture that's like, wow, you guys are going through some stuff. After that, on the list is Mayakoba, which is another infinity pool in Mexico. That was
Mayakoba, Mexico.
It was that one is special because of the intensity of the job, and then being able to come home after a hard day work and swim in that pool
and
was so great. Like, it was just a really good unwind on a very stressful job site.
Yep.
Next one is Golden Nugget Shark Tank.
Okay, this is so ridiculous, but the Shark Tank is like the water slide goes through. I mean, you don't see a shark as you go through the water slide, but the photos are so cool, and you can go right up to the glass, and a big old shark swimming by.
My kids are lined up, and there's a shark swimming behind them. It was such a fun experience for all of us. It's a good gimmick. Those guys.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a fun pool. Malta.
Oh my gosh, Malta. Nobody knows about Malta. If you've been to Malta, please put a comment in. Get on the website and send us, like, if you've been to Malta, we would love to see some of your pictures. Malta's just so cool.
Yeah.
But we went to Malta I wanted you to...
Well, we did a couple of things. We did a boat ride, which is also bucket listy for us. And then we got to swim basically out of that boat on the boat ride into the ocean there. And it was outstanding. The water's warm, very clear, not too choppy unless a boat gets close, which it does
But
from
that
time to
water
time.
temperature, and you're in the Mediterranean, and
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Next one, the Dubai Burj View Pool, which is exactly what it sounds like. You can see the Burj from the pool hole, and it's pretty great.
That's a pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yep, backdrop to a swim.
Yeah.
And then also the Address Marina pool, which was very cool, and the big yellow gorilla.
Yeah.
The thing about Dubai is everything's built for Instagram. So
Yeah.
like the tunnel, and it's very cool. I'm
It
not
is.
going to say it's not great.
No, it is. It's very cool.
The pools are great.
And they're necessary because it's freaking hot.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least. This is mine, not yours, but Big Lake, Alaska. I did the polar plunge. I
Yeah.
jumped in that water.
Look at that.
Icy, icy cold water.
Look at
because
you.
I had always, I had friends do it. I knew people that had done it. And I was like, I
So cool.
need to do this because you can't consider yourself a true Alaskan if you haven't like done the plunge. And so I did. And it's,
Just so cool.
as advertised, incredibly cold.
And that's where the cold tank
Yeah.
idea came.
Yeah. The ice baths.
Yeah.
is-
Well, what a bunch of cool swims. And I just think setting bucket lists and then celebrating when
Yeah.
it happens and then getting better at it. And this is our collection.
Yep.
We collect things.
You guys got
and-
to see our home movies.
Well, we want to hear about your bucket lists.
Yep.
And I want to know next time, where would you like to go? that you
I
haven't
want to hit another sea. I don't know what swimming in the Dead Sea is like. I've heard that it's saltier than the Red Sea, and now I'm really curious because I like
seen? Yeah.
salt everywhere.
But you would pick an ocean.
I would pick
over
a natural body over a pool.
Fancy pools are very fun.
Yes,
But a natural body of water is,
more appealing to me.
yeah, very cool. Well, that's our bucket list of great swims. But what's on your list? We want to know what goals you're setting, what things you want to go do and see. We'd love to hear about it. Reach out to us. Let us know what you're working towards. As always, like and subscribe. It helps the channel so greatly. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. And let us know what topics you want to see covered in the future. You are a part of this as much as we are, and we love hearing from you.